Ranch Nation? Your boy Silver Rancher back for another Ranch reaction. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. But I got a sick one here for you because I saw this. I actually listened to this one once when it first dropped, and then I meant to do a reaction and didn't for a while. Yeah, busy, but I haven't listened to it in a few days, so I'm super excited. The song is called "Fuck AI." Unfortunately, this popped up because of other artists I've kind of. Let me just say, guys, I have I'm working on a project right now with how AI is being used in music, especially with AI artists, because I know it's making a hard. Like for me, I want to really focus on the fact that it's making a harder barrier, or see if it's making a harder barrier for amateur and beginner artists to be able to pursue what they love and ever get noticed for it, which I know is such a demoralizing thing to see people who just type in code and make songs. So I get signed to record labels and all that stuff. So I was surprised when I saw this. I was like, whoa. I was like, what a title to start. And it's also a short song. It's only 2 minutes long, so I'm very curious for this. This probably will be a shorter video, but I don't care. I'm super excited for this. So, with that out of the way, I'm ready to jump right into this. If you enjoyed the reaction, please do support. Drop a like, comment for more, subscribe to become part of the Ranch Nation, turn on that bell for notifications. It's all the love and support that y'all leave me in the world to me. But with that out of the way, I'm about to jump into this. But before I do, a quick word from a partner on my channel.
And now a quick word to shout out a partner on my channel, being Dubby Energy. Dubby is a clean energy drink that is meant to give you focuses, no crashes, jitters, nothing unlike a lot of other energy drinks. They also don't use artificial dyes, which to me I would find super important since, quite frankly, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of energy drinks. I think they're super full of chemicals and just, they don't feel supernatural, but Dubby does. They contain vitamins, amino acids, and a solid amount of caffeine to help you focus when you're gaming, working, or taking care of chores or other things that we might not really want to deal with. It gives you a lot of energy to get through your day. The process is super simple. All you have to do is pour in some water, tear open a packet, or pour a spoonful from a tub, give the bottle a shake, and boom, you got yourself a simple and delicious energy drink. They are beyond tasty. I got right here a mixture of watermelon, guava, and lime. Like, that is just phenomenal. That is just phenomenal. I never knew I wanted that mixture of those three together, but yes. And along with having a solid price, I just love this company in Dubby. They're super trustworthy, and I love them to death. And if you need any more convincing, if you go down to my description and click the link, or use this code here, silver_ranch with a capital S and a capital R at checkout, you get 10% off your original purchase, courtesy of Dubby. Thank you so much for being a partner of my channel, Dubby Energy. And now back to the video.
And with that out of the way, let's get into the music. This is "Fuck AI" by Rustage. I already know this song is about to put a smile on my face because of how I feel about it, but yeah.
You can see the flood in our feeds and devices, hearts on a way for the greedy and lifeless. How can the slop ever...
Ooh, I like that. I like that. The lyrics being kind of strung left to right like you'd read in a book there. That's a nice touch.
You can see the flood in our feeds and devices, hearts on...
Which is true. There's all this stuff gets thrown into algorithms and terminals that then flood our brain with, unfortunately, a lot of negativity.
A way for the greedy and lifeless. How can the slop ever be so divisive? Pointless and practice what feeds in our climate. Scan every thread, every email online. Doubt every text, we read every line. It's a high from this chat GPT in the writing. We won't be free of this crisis.
Yes, one thing, let me tell you something, folks. The only time I've ever used ChatGPT is out of laziness for school assignments that I've never wanted to do. And I've learned this the hard way, as someone who also writes in AP style. Don't. Let me just tell you something. Do not ever use ChatGPT to write for your papers. Learn to write a paper yourself. Hell, if you were that lazy and can't write a paper, or you're struggling that much, pay someone. Truthfully, just pay someone. Or ask for a friend for some help, or ask for a teacher. The reason I say this is because I don't know if a lot of teachers grade with AP or AP style. I think a lot of them grade with MLA and stuff like that, but a lot of a lot of ChatGPT writing puts hyphens in it, which is like one of the dead giveaways if you know if your shit's written by AI. In fact, I should talk to people about it. And it's something I feel like a lot of people don't understand as well. Like, I don't know if he actually did it in the lyric here. I want to see.
We would be free if
I was like right here.
read every line. It's a hyphen, this ChatGPT in the right.
No, he didn't have it. But that's a fairly smart line for Rustage to say there. So I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. And it's a really crucial thing to know. Not just like, oh, how to get away with cheating, but like more just on the side of people aren't stupid, folks. You put zero effort in, they're gonna tell when you're cheating.
We would be free of this crisis. I see them generating my targets, pumping up the sewage and flooding us with this garbage. Trying to stall and beatings without consent of the
Oh, pumping the sewers and flooding us with garbage. Again, pumping up like your social medias and flooding it with AI slop. He's going. I forget. I'm gonna have a lot of pausing here, folks. I'm just telling you right now because again, I listened to this once, and I know his flow is very fast. It's punchy, and it's going to hit like a truck.
Them generating my targets, pumping up the sewage and flooding us with this garbage. Trying to stall and beatings without consent of the others. Now receding and reporting with saturating the market. You got people saying,
"Fuck it, I'm using it all regardless." Only making funny videos is pretty harmless.
like.
This is a very true thing. Again, this is gonna be really relatable for me because a lot of the work I've been doing in college right now. But one thing that's really stuck with me is the fact that there's this theory I've been learning. It's called diffusion of innovations. It's something that originally was used with like farming, but it also applies a lot to technology. It was first put in like the late 50s, early 60s. But the reason I talk about this is because I feel like we're in this point right now where it's not like a simple graph of like, if you ever look up diffusion of innovations, and you'll see like a simple graph of how people like accept technology, but in cases it's all based on social phenomenon. It's not as simple as just a graph on a scale of like people will eventually come to use it. There's a lot of social climate and a lot of factors that deter people if they don't want to use a product or if they don't want to consent to something that they're not okay with.
Was saturating the market. You got people saying,
"Fuck it, I'm using it all regardless." Only making funny videos is pretty harmless.
like, bitch, I won't be giving you any chances. When you find a sister, you better know how it started. They be for me.
That is a fucking powerful line there. If you're gonna fund a system, then you better know how it starts, because that is the truth. When you just use something harmless, that's when you fund chaos and division and all that stuff.
Like, bitch, I won't be giving you any chances. When you find a sister, you better know how it started. They be forming bonds with an e-mate, put them in their own little dreamscape, talking with AI like a friend, so they can't think the same and they're taught how to behave. This is not a topic of a debate. We don't get the privilege to be safe. Posting up your kids on the net, then they strip them with grog and they share all the deep fakes.
That one really bothers me, that people have to like make music to talk about it, or people have to bring this up. There's another artist, and I'm gonna pull this up literally right now. It's funny, I just thought about it while I was working on it. The artist I listened to. Did I ever send him a message? I don't think I did. Damn it. Give me 1 second, folks, because I know who it is. Charlie Curtis Beard is his name. He made a song. Well, he made a few TikToks talking about this, and it really bothered me because I knew it was bad. And there's a lot of stories, unfortunately, about the deep fakes and of CSAM and hurting children, and it sucks. It sucks. I'm actually really curious. I don't think Rustage will ever see this video, but if he ever does, Rustage, I want to know if you got demonetized for this, because I want to know if you truly got demonetized for this song, because usually YouTube gets pissy when you mention stuff like this. So I'm really curious, honestly, if you got monetized for this, just out of curiosity. And I love this stuff because I think it's very important that we talk about it, because I know one thing that's getting. You want to know a great example? All I have to say is go look up how people are responding to a movie called Mercy, which has Chris Pratt in it. And I think it'll tell the full story of how I think people are feeling about AI.
To be safe, posting up your kids on the net, then they strip them with grog and they share all the deep fakes.
Like there was I can't remember the stat, I'm not gonna bring it up, but like there was like a crazy increase in CSAM that got spread around Twitter because Grok not only posted it, but I mean, literally, the platform joked about how it can be spicy and it's savage and it's meant to be this way. No. No. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you just tone deaf? I don't think it was meant in that. I think it was just meant to just being a joke or whatever. But even still, the lack of awareness that some of these people have, it just blows my mind. It truthfully does. I say this honestly because you lose sight quickly in how bad people do this shit. How bad people come. How people come with some really just god-awful intentions on stuff like this.
They ain't gonna care, it's your son or your daughter. They make the money, they'll profit on slaughter. Death for consumer and death for the author. They gambled your future and burned up your water. We put our faith in these common enforcers for cheap entertainment and soulless performance. And it's not fucking worth it. We can't put it back like the box of Pandora. Guess I'm not surprised.
And that's the truth of the matter here. It's not just about the burning up of the resources. It's not just about how powerful it is. It's not just about the fact that it's now been put in the hands of everyday individuals and every swinging dick in America who should not have access to this. I'm sorry. This is a hot take I'll always say. I will believe in until the day I'm dead. Every swinging dick can handle social media. It's just, should you? Not every swinging dick in America or the world can handle using AI. Not just the fact that it's super addicting, but the fact that it's really dangerous if you don't use it responsibly. That's everything, obviously, but it's really easy for this to be dangerous. Whereas a lot of other places, you have to willingly go out of your way to do something stupid. Whereas, I've seen stories where it's you ask, how to clean your tub or something, and you end up making mustard gas. Stuff like that. I'm talking genuinely just simple things could get you in sick, hurt, or potentially even killed, because this system's not just unreliable, it's dangerous. And he talks about this opening of Pandora's box, because this isn't going to go away. You can't just take it away from people now. So it's just a matter of trying to find out how you can best navigate it, where you're living in a society where a lot of people don't use it responsibly.
The uses of it's a common, nothing new created, we're plummeting to the bottom. No more people working and realizing some problems, so they're quitting information. The cigarettes in the offices are written and recycled till evidence is forgotten. They'll be treating chatbots like doctors and correspondents, watching mice select the noises to the left with no more options. Should be basing moral choices on a thing without a conscious fucking.
Again, he's flowing very fast here, so I'm trying to give these points in succession. If you don't like that, pause videos. Tough shit. Go find someone else who doesn't. One thing I want to say right here, there's two parts that really blew my mind here. First, the hallucinations. People don't talk about this enough. The simple fact is, let me tell you something. I wrote a paper once, and I made a lot of the hard copy through AI because, again, I was feeling lazy. I want to point this out, folks. Laziness gets you nowhere in life. And I asked it to send me the sources it used because I was curious about this. Because it was right around the time I was starting to do research on this and learn this deeper. And one thing I ended up finding out was the fact that sometimes, especially with something like ChatGPT that's just so unreliable, it will literally make up sources. Not only will it also just put the source with ChatGPT inside the name of the URL, it'll just straight up send you to fake sources, deleted websites, or stuff that doesn't exist, that you can't access because it either has been taken off the internet or is just not a thing. It's just fake. It's there's no such thing as a thing, but it's trying to drag from sources that aren't real. It's dangerous stuff. And then this part, treating chatbots like doctors and correspondents. This fucking loser, Sam Altman, I think is his name. I hate that motherfucker. But the reason I say that is because he wanted people to send your health records to ChatGPT to help treat you with illnesses. This dude is a fucking loser, folks. It's truthfully, this dude is a fucking loser and a waste of space in society. Because, yeah, I'm just going to go give up my medical records and put into a system that'll track it and send it out to other companies and stuff. Yeah, fuck no. And if you do that, yeah, I'm sorry, you are indeed an idiot in life. You really are.
Like doctors and correspondents watching mice, I let the noise into the left with no more options. Should be basing moral choices on a thing without a conscious fucking AI. Stealing identities of a filter for FaceTime. I'll make an enemy and I'll kill for the daylight. Don't want to take sides, but they can fuck up the plunder knowing that they do it for the pay rise. I know so many others who barely scrape by. Happy that our recycle sold at the same price. Talented and instant, they waited till paint dry. Read an epidemic that's ending their great minds.
I'm seeing teachers use it. I'm seeing colleagues and peers abuse it. Why do I feel like the weird one? When did it get to this point? They could see me lose it. Stop sending me your AI music, your AI voices that your AI's using. I'm sick of it. Think your AI stupid. You'll burn down the world for your AI usage.
That's a crazy powerful ending, I just want to point out. He goes this really intense part, and then he just cuts everything, and it's this light piano.
Peers abuse it. What?
Like a light, violin. A light violin there to wrap it up with this important last part here.
But damn it, that's ending their great minds.
I'm seeing teachers use it. I'm seeing colleagues and peers abuse it. Why do I feel like the weird one? When did it get to this point? They could see me lose it. Stop sending me your AI music, your AI voices that your AI's using. I'm sick of it. Think your AI stupid. You'll burn down the world for your AI usage.
You'll burn down the world for your AI usage. Again, it's something I've unfortunately seen the hardship of. Tools are meant to be used responsibly, folks, and when they're not, you get the mess I feel like you have currently in society. I want to wrap this up with a quote from a friend of mine, Richie. Actually, I'm going to be reacting to a cipher of theirs very soon, but probably before I go to bed tonight. And what really stuck out with me was a quote they said when I asked about AI and animation. They said, and I quote, that they went back to a quote that's something I had to find because it was one of the things that I found interesting. It was the reason I asked them this question. And Richie said, AI should be used as a tool, not as a crutch. And the problem is, when you look at a lot of the stuff that exists online, everybody's using it as a crutch because you're lonely and you don't want to try to socialize with people because of the fact that you're not talented enough to want to try and learn music or music theory. You're going to have Suno make you a song. Because of the fact you don't know how to make art, you ask AI to make you art. Because you don't know the basics in game design, you ask it to generate stuff. Again, it always comes back to the same thing. Because you don't know and you're too lazy. That's where AI is unfortunately kind of degraded into a lot of those problems that are seeping into today's society. It's optimization so far to the point of complacency because of laziness. It's a powerful and dangerous thing that if we don't start taking seriously, I think it's going to be a really dangerous thing. It's something I truthfully will believe, and I think Rustage can hit this song perfectly on the head because a lot of what makes this song stick out so well is the fact that he's willing to be bold about it. He doesn't care if he loses subscribers or viewers from it, and trust me, he isn't going to. Because it's a fucking good song, and it's a powerful message he's giving out. Because it's just something that, should be said. I want to give a shout out to Rustage for this. He did a great job putting all this together. The art by Bruno, I think, that's how you say it. And the video by Haruko's done a fantastic job for a lot of Rustage's music. So if you haven't checked the song out or this rap out, please check it out. You'll love it. It's fantastic, and I think it gives an important message that a lot of people need to listen to right now. So with out of the way, I'm gonna get out of here from the Ranch Nation. Take care. I love y'all. Have a good one. And if you enjoyed, please support me in any way you want. Just like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell, any way you can. So with out of the way, take care. Love y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.